Alright guys, Rollout here and welcome back to another quick video tutorial sort of thing. This time we're going to be going over advanced snare rolls, kind of like DP Beats does it, or you know, any beat maker that kind of does these crazy not hi-hat rolls, snare rolls, just with loads of, you know, patterns and different chops and everything like that. So I'll let you hear what I've got first of all, and then I'll talk you through how I did it. Let me just turn this up a little bit. There we go. Okay. Okay, so that does sound very complicated, and believe me, believe me, it was very complicated to do. It took me about maybe 10 minutes solid just working on it, which is a lot for one instrument. But yeah, you can see here, I'll probably need to add another one here. Just give me a sec. Okay, so what this is basically a lot of 3 beats, a lot of very quick rolls, very fast rolls, and I'm going to be going over that today with you. So let's just move this to the other side, and first of all we're going to delete these ones and just leave one. Now once you've done that, you can drag it out. If it's overlapping the bar, as you see the bar in the back, you can go to the slice tool up here, this little razor blade sort of thing, or just hit C, then hit control and right click and drag. That's control, right click and grab, and that will get rid of the excess. Now to make it roll, to make this note roll into what we have over here, which I think is a 6th beat, which just means a lot of beats, I guess, and no, 6th step, not beat, sorry. And this is what it is. It basically changes the grid on the back. It will change all this to be different segments, and through that you go up to snap to grid, this little magnet sort of thing, and you will change it here. You will click it. I'm not sure if it's shown up on OBS, which is what I'm using to record, but there will be 6, 4, third and half steps, and then there will be 6, 4, third and half beats, and then a beat and a bar. Now to do these really quick ones, they're like brrr, the kind of machine gun sort of ones, like the fastest one possible, the fastest roll you can do is the 6th step. So we've set the grid to 6th step up here in the top corner, and we will control left click and drag down, control left click drag down on the note you would like to roll, and you're going to hit control and U on the keyboard. That's control and U on the keyboard at the same time, and that will chop up this sample into the 6th step. Now let's listen to that, just the 6th step. Now that's how quick it is, and that's exactly what we've got here. And then I think it's the same, no, it seems like, so it's slowed down a bit here for the second one, so we're going to get rid of that, right click and drag it out, and then drag this out, and I think it's a 3rd step, maybe 3rd step's too short. 1, 2, 3, 6 steps. How much was that? 1, 2, 3. Oh, so it is 3rd step. So we're going in 3. So the first one was the 6th step. My God, I never understand how like difficult it is to say these kind of things with like a Scottish accent. If you didn't know where I'm from Scotland. So yeah, but so the second one is the 6th step. So we go up to the snap to grid in the top corner and go to, no, not 6th step, a 3rd step. And we hit 1 out of 3 step, and then again we will control, and also this is 2 notes down. This is D and C. They're both in the same scale, so it's not going to sound, you know, too out of place. And we will control and left click down again to highlight this note, this single note on its own, and hit control U. Now again, we've taken that from this little note here, which is in half the way of the bar, and we've dragged it out, changed the snap to grid to a 3rd step, and control U, click this so it's red, and then no, control left click this and then hit control U on it to chop it up. And then this next one, do. So the do is a third beat. To get a third beat, again, I will show you. Just put a note in here. You know, you can drag it all the way out. Remember, to cut the excess off, you go to slice up in the top corner, and you will shift and right click and drag down. That will get rid of any excess, so it's not overlapping on the next bar. And you will go up to the snap to grid again and go to hit third beat, 1 out of 3 beat. Now if this isn't showing up for you, it's this magnet thing, and it will come up with everything. So you will see it if you try it for yourself. If you're watching the video and you're trying to do the same method, you will see it for yourself, and you'll be able to hear what notes I'm putting in. So this is a 1 out of third step, 1 2 3. So that goes do. Might want to boost the velocity, which is control, and note velocity, and push it up a little bit on the first note so you can hear it better. And then the next one I think is, well, we can looks a bit right. I'm gonna drag this over just to see if it is the same. Yes, so it's back to a sixth step. So this one's sixth step, we drag it out again. And this one's overlapping because it's in a different grid. So like I said, remember, hit C, go to the slice tool, right click, shift, and oh wait, we can't because it's on a different bar. So we will change the bar settings to a third step, and we will do that. And remember, as I said, it was a third step anyway, so it's no problem. So we'll control left click down and hit control U. There we go. And that should be there now. I think maybe we could put a fourth beat here, maybe a fourth step or a two step. Let's see what a two step sounds like. Okay, so this is the fourth step, same again. No, it's a two step, sorry. That's the same, go to snap to grid, hit the two step, highlight your note, put the note in here, drag it out to the position, and then hit control U. Okay, now the next one again is another sixth note, so we can, instead of doing all that, we can delete this by right clicking and dragging, and then taking this and hitting shift. Well, control left click, drag, so it's all selected, and then hit, and then with the mouse over, so you see this 4-pointed cursor, and then you're going to get shift and left click and drag it along to where we want it. So if we use this side for reference, it's on A, it's here. So yeah, we've done that, and we don't need to put in the steps anymore. We can just, you know, control, grab it from here, shift, take it over to here. Sorry, I'm just fixing these. These are something I've messed up. So, and then it's the same sort of deal. You know, this is the sixth step here, and then we go into two double steps. We can even change that. This is same step as the, oh, it's not the same step as anything we've done. So this is a fourth beat. As you see, we just go to the magnet up here, fourth beat, and then we can make it into this, drag it out, and hit control U with it highlighted, and it will do that. Now what we can also do is actually change that. We can maybe make it a third beat to go with, no, not a third beat, a sixth beat to go with the, you know, the kind of mode like we did earlier, which I think sounds better. That's full 3 beats. This is a half. That's half of that. So of course half of that is indeed a 6th beat, and then this is just one whole 6th step. I think I'm going to just mess it about, put another third step in here. Again, control left click, drag down, and then change the snap to grid and hit control U. I don't like that either, so I'm going to just try to put in, we can take this from here maybe. Now you'll hear these notes are all the same, but they're going down in pitch. How do you do that? How do you make them go down in pitch without changing the same note? Well, you're going to go here. If this doesn't show up, it'll be down here, so just go to the bottom of your screen and drag it up. And this is where it gets a little bit more advanced, but pay attention, and I'm sure you guys will manage very, very simply. So note fine pitch. We're going to go to where it says control here. If it's FL Studio, if it's different FL, it'll be the same idea, but it'll just not look like this. So you click that and go to note fine pitch. Now you'll see through the whole thing, some of them are the same, some of them are not. Some of them I've pitched down, some of them I have just left. You can pitch up, but for the DP beats kind of style, most of his stuff isn't really pitched up that much. Most of it's pitched down, so it's kind of going down the pitch scale, if that's a thing. I'm not sure if it is, but yeah, so you'll see these little notes. All these notes are the notes here. So these notes at the bottom are the one here, and if you highlight it by control left clicking, you will see them here, and you can change each separately. Now you'll see I did the fourth beat on the last one. I put the notes down here. So to do that, they were just like this. Now you can right click and drag them, so it pulls them down, or you can just click in note value, make them all the same. Make them all go down like that to which pitch you desire. If you pull it down further, the pitch will obviously be lower, and if you pull it up higher, the pitch will obviously be higher. So let's see what it sounds like higher. I've not done any of the ones in this higher, but sounds okay. I'd prefer it just maybe a little bit pitched down, honestly. Now right click and drag will put them all to the same kind of area. That's right click and drag. Now I hear like a do at the end of this, but we're going to get to that in a bit. So I've gradually put the notes going down. Do maybe put this down a little bit more, and then make the last three just kind of down, because I'm going to put 3 at the end like this, and then I'm just going to put them all down to I think it's 12 semitones, and then the lowest is 24. Now I don't hear, this is just a 6th step as before, as I showed you guys before, but I think I hear like a do at the end, like a big 3 bar note. So we're going to take that again, highlight it, control left click, shift, and then drag it along just like this. Now as I said, we're going to pitch this down, and to do that, as you see, you'll see the notes here. You can just 1, pull it down, 2, 3. Now you do need to have the draw tool selected, as you see here, but I maybe should have mentioned that earlier. I apologize, but you get the gist. Now where would you put a snare like this? You'd usually put it at the end of a bar, so if you had end of the 4th bar, end of something, to kind of wrap up the sound and get ready for the next one. That's pretty much where you'd put it. So I don't have a beat, I just kind of made this from scratch, but we'll go over it again. I'm trying to think if there's anything else left for you guys to ask. Now, I don't mean ask, I just mean like, you know, if I was watching this, if I had any questions. You can do 4th beats with the 4th beat option, of course, and they just go do. They're more of a steady pace instead of do, like they're more like on the beat kind of. And I'll show you there again. Left click, drag down, and hit Control U. I actually think that sounds better. So we can put in some 4th beats. Not sure where, but let's just experiment. Instead of this third beat, we can just maybe put in a 4th beat. That sounds pretty cool, actually. I prefer that to what I had, and that's 4th and 3rd beats mixed in conjunction. It just sounds crazy, but you know, it does sound cool on a beat. Like it gives you your own style as well. Like you could you could play about with this for ages and come up with patterns that no producers ever come up with. You could just mess about with the fourth, third beats, you know, just mess it up, mess about with the pitch and the velocity. If you didn't know, the velocity just is how hard the note plays. Like if I put this down, you'll obviously know it plays really quietly, so you won't really be able to hear this, but. And you can also make it subtle in the velocity. You can just bring it up, like so. At the end, we could bring it up by right clicking and dragging. Is there anything else I could go over? Not really. That's probably about as in-depth as I can get with snare rolls. If there's anything else you guys want to know about snare rolls or anything you think I may have missed out on, please send me a message and I will get to it as soon as possible and talk about it for you guys and maybe make a video. So yeah, that should about wrap it up. So like I said every time, like it if you like it, dislike it if you hate it, subscribe because I do these almost every single day, and most of all, thanks for watching guys and have a great day. See you in the next one.